A fire in Vevay, Indiana claims the life of a 73-year-old man. By the time firefighters arrived at the house on Riverview Drive late last night, the fire was too hot for crews to enter the home. Local 12's Brad Underwood joins us with how the community tried to put out the flames before first responders arrived.
Well, Curtis, the homecoming dance for Switzerland County High School students was letting out just after that fire started. Now, we're told about 50 students and some teachers actually rushed across the street, started grabbing garden hoses, spraying water wherever they could, trying to put that fire out. But by then, the fire was too much to overcome.
Get back! There it goes.
This is cell phone video taken by Switzerland County High School teacher Jonathan Grace. You can see several people with those little hoses spraying the shed next door, trying to prevent the fire from spreading.
Went and kicked the door down, but it was just too smoky. We couldn't get past the door. Hollering, no one responded, and just had to stay on site until the firemen showed up.
According to Chris C., chief of Jefferson Craig Fire and Rescue, the fire started around 11:45 Friday night. Family members of the victim say the man who died, 73-year-old Ronald Jarvis.
And about 50 kids came over here, started hooking up hoses to the houses around, I don't know where, and tried to put out the fire. Before the fire department got here, they tried to save my dad. And I want to thank them for their effort. They're heroes in my book, even though my dad didn't make it.
Jarvis's daughter, Kelly Compton, says she's grateful for the support from the Vevay community. However, Fire Chief Chris Sees says while the hearts of the teens were in the right place, their actions created more danger for firefighters.
It kind of slowed and hampered us down because our firemen, instead of getting in and fighting the fire, we had to get the people back away from the house because we didn't know what was in it.
Compton says her dad grew up in Versailles and moved to Vevay about 6 years ago. The 73-year-old was a retired IBM employee. Now, the fire chief tells us there were also a couple of explosions during that fire, one a propane tank and another a gas line. Again, the best advice coming from the fire department in any situation like this, stand back and wait for the fire department to arrive. Curtis?
Brad, thank you. Fire investigators say they know where that fire started, but at this time, the state fire marshal has not determined the cause. We're told by Jarvis's daughter, featured in the piece, that Ronald would have turned 74 next week.